All right, so I believe both of you have watched our videos, right? The skill video, like the tips on how to do true, false, not given, and form completion. Sarah has watched it. What about Nam? Have you watched it, Nam?
Yeah, I've watched it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, very good. So before we start, I want you to look at this thing first. Um, okay, can you say it now? The screen?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So after watching the videos, I want you to look at this checklist if you have completely understood. So first thing first, you know and you understand completely the instructions, right? What we mean by true, what we mean by false, and what we mean by not given. So what does true mean in the reading exercise or reading question? From your understanding, true means?
It has exactly meaning the
Okay,
same to the text.
very good. Sentence has exact meaning as the text. What about false? Sarah, what do you think false means?
The question and the information in the passage are opposite from each other.
Very good. Mr. Sukun, can you hear us?
Yes, teacher.
Can you show us your face, video call?
Okay.
Thank you. Right, Mr. Sukun, can you give us what not given means from the
Uh,
video?
Not given mean the information does not mention in the text.
Thank you. Information is not mentioned in the text. Another form of exercise is the table completion. So you need to know how many words that you can use to complete in the blanks. Okay, before we go to a discussion on what are the tips and tricks you've received, let's check a simple elements of reading passages. Hang on. So you should know what are the elements that can be found in the reading passage. First thing that you will see.
Reading passage.
Hang on, I'll share the screen. So here, can you see my screen now?
Yes, yeah,
Okay,
yes.
so once you have received your questions paper, you will see like format like this, right? You will see some bolded words or wordings on top and some italics also, and there might be some graphics or picture right here and some statements next to the picture and the number 1, number 2 right here. Even in our textbook, it has the same structure. We've got like stuff like this and the italic sentences and normal one and the down here. So what do we call the first thing that you see in the reading passage, the big letter here, house T? What is it?
The title.
Okay, title, or another word is, which one?
Heading.
Heading. And some italic words or sentences below the heading is called?
Subheading.
Subheading. And the rest of the wordings or letters, they are called? Which
Paragraph.
one? Paragraph. And pictures are called?
Illustration.
Illustration of figure. And this one next to the picture, they are? Here, tennis exists in all types of tea. Close to the picture, which one?
Caption.
Caption, very good. And you might see number 1, number 2 right here on the bottom of the reading article as well, and that is called
Footnote.
footnote. So why do you think you should know the reading title? What does the reading title help you? How? How can it help you to get what?
Sometimes the instruction tell us to look at something and they mention those words.
Thank you. Any other ideas? Nam is right. Any other ideas from our friends like Mr. Sakun? Any ideas?
Some book says the title can help us to predict what is the passage about.
Thank you. Very good. So if you know the title, you can also get some general ideas of what the passage might be about. And the footnote right here, mostly they express some information that you might have on some key terms in the text. For example, here they explain that in chemistry, an alkali is the opposite of an acid, stuff like that. So the footnote is mostly the explanation of some unusual key terms. All right, so here is the usual format of the reading passage that we might have all the time. So what are the tips that you have gotten from the video in order to do a true false not given questions? In short. Good evening, Mupet.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, now we're up to the tips for true false not given questions. So what is the general tips that you've got from the video? You know what true means, like the sentence has the exact meaning as the text. False, the sentence has opposite meaning, and not given, it's not in the text. So what are the tips that you got from our video? Sarah, want to share some? You've watched already?
Actually, look at the question and identify the guiding word that we can.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. What about Nam? Any ideas to add?
Maybe we identify the main verbs and then go through the paragraph to check and see the sentence and then decide it's true or false or not.
So did you watch a part where we know the order of the questions? Are those questions in order or in mixed order?
In order.
Very good. So one tip also is questions are in order. So it starts from the top of the text and it continues to like top down method. What else that you get from the video? Like you said earlier.
When we look guided word or the main word, sometimes they use synonym. So we don't look exactly the word in the question.
Are you sure that's for true false or it's for form completion, Sarah?
I think for both.
For both, because, are you sure?
Yeah.
Remember, it's the exact meaning. Sometimes when you say synonym, it might be wrong. Because synonym might a little mean slightly different, you know. Look for synonym. Thank you. But be careful, okay? Make sure it has the exact meaning. Thank you, Sarah. What others? Any other tips from our video? Mr. Sakun, quick. Any other tips? You watched the video, right? I hope. You're supposed to watch it. Please unmute yourself. You muted yourself.
Yes.
Okay, any other tips? So here are some tips that your friends have told us about. What about your tips from our video? All right. Should you be careful about distractor like adverbs of frequency or plural forms?
Yes.
Like sometimes the sentence said he often blah blah blah, but in the text we said he sometimes. Is that sentence true or false? Often and sometimes.
False.
It's not the exact meanings, like adverbs of frequency, for example. Any other thing else to add? Is that all? All right. If we cannot think of any more, let's go to some other extra tips that are also convenient to understand. All right, here. So here are some extra tips that you might apply in completing true, false, or not given questions as well. Like number one, like we said, the questions are in order. Number two, in reading true, false, you don't need to read the whole text because it's in order already. What you need is you need to scan for keywords like Sroh and Nam said. You find the keyword and you go to that section that it has the keyword. You read that section in detail. Here, right here. And here's the very good tip. Remember, in true, false, not given question, you have to have at least one answer of each of them. If you have like 5 questions, you need to make sure you have at least one true, one false, one not given, okay? If you don't have enough, that means you're wrong, right here. There will be at least one of each answer type. So if you don't have at least one of each, when you completed the question, you've made a mistake. Remember this. Whenever you do the reading questions, make sure you notice this. And here, watch out for distractors. So sometimes they might, like what we said earlier, like adverb frequency, they put often, but it actually occasionally, stuff like that. And we had this already, exact same meaning. So sometimes they change the verb here. The sentence might be claim, but they put no. See, scientists now know that, but claim and no are not the same meaning, which means it's not true. It's a false statement. Here, statement won't be a word for word match to the information in the text. They will contain synonyms, like Sroh said, very good. And here, the test is not an assessment of your knowledge, so do not worry. Just make sure you get the answers correctly. So in order to test this, let's see. So remember the tips. Number one, look for the guiding words. So you go back to the text and check that guiding word and read that section. Number two, questions are always in order. Number three, be careful with distractors. So right now, what I'd like you to do is to look at this extract that I got from IELTS practice, so we can go through this together. Okay, right here. So true, false, not given. They explained right here already. So the test tip is remember that you are tested on your ability, not on your understanding the passage. So if there are any words that you don't know, just ignore that. So first thing first, skim this passage. What does skim mean? Skim. Read slowly or read fast?
Fast.
So skim this text for 1 minute and let's see how far you are. So this short text, skim for 1 minute and we'll see how far you are. 1 minute, let's start. I'll time it out here. Remember skimming. So read very fast. Do not care about the unknown words. All right, Sarah, where are you? Okay, where are you, Sarah? Unmute yourself first.
Almost done.
Almost done.
Yeah.
Okay, Nam, where are you for 1 minute?
The right part.
Hmm?
The right part.
The right parts. Okay, almost done as well.
Not really.
Okay, Wong Sukun, where are you after 1 minute scanning?
My tablet keng ấy trời.
Your tablet froze.
Nó mới bị keng hay internet, maybe internet slow.
Oh, maybe you can try like coffee shop next time, like Mr. Pek. Pek, where are you? Thank you.
I'm at 85-degree bakery and coffee shop.
The text wrong.
Oh, the text, right? Okay, the text. I'm in 2006.
2006. Okay, almost done. Okay, so let's try something easy first. So we have 3 questions, true, false, not given, and the 3 questions you need to look at the underlined parts only here. Underlined parts. So look at the underlined parts and decide if these 3 statements are true, false, or not given. Remember our tips earlier. Look at the keywords, happen in order, and be careful with distractor, and make sure you have each of the answer at least, like 1 true, 1 false, 1 not given. So 3 questions, 3 look at the underlined parts, only underlined parts.
No, I could not say the question.
What about now?
Okay.
Okay. Only 3.2, just the 3 questions on top.
I hadn't considered the candidates of the season. Let's see.
I think it should be okay now. Okay. Finished?
Yes, finished.
Mr. Sukun, finished, Mo?
Not yet.
Just 3 questions. Remember, we talked about that on Wednesday. Speed, okay, Bong? It's very important for speed, since you have a lot of questions to complete. So speed is the key. So do not read everything from the text, just read the underlined section. Nam, finish all?
Yeah.
Sra, done? You did, Sra.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wong Sukun, we have finished. How about you? Have you finished?
Yes.
Okay. So first thing first, what do you think the text talks about, the passage? What do you think it talks about? Look at the, with the heading or the title of the text.
Urban heat.
Urban heat. So what do you think urban heat mean?
Hitting in city.
Yes, heating in the city. All right, very good. So probably the whole paragraph talks about heating the city. So number one, Luke Howard invented the term urban heat island. Which one is the key word, do you think?
Urban heat island.
Urban heat island, okay. So is it true, false, or not given?
True.
Nam said true. Why Nam?
Because they said we now refer to these areas as urban heat island.
Okay. What's Sarah? What do you think? Thank you, Nam.
I think not given.
Not given. Do you think the word urban heat is not in the text?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Look at the first number one in the front. Howard noticed that blah 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 blah. We now refer to these areas as urban heat islands. The term is there already on. Okay, thank you. Mr. Sukun, what do you think? True, false, not given? Number one.
True.
True. Same reason as Nam.
I think false.
You think false? Why? Wait.
Yes. Because they use the word only noticed but not invented. The two
Thank
different
you.
things.
Very good. So it's false. Remember earlier we said true means it has the exact same meaning. But in our text, they said Howard noticed, not invented. And the one that refers to this area as urban is we. We don't know who we are. It's just Howard, he noticed the temperature. He did not invent that term. Thank you. Number two, city temperatures are higher than country temperatures regardless of the season. So here, you know that we compare both urban and rural area temperatures since you saw the word rural areas in the first underlined part already. So starting from the difference until summer, is that statement true or false?
It's true.
At night
Because
in both winter and summer.
in both winter and summer.
Regardless of season.
Yes.
Thank you. It's true. Very good. Because we might use synonym like Sarah said earlier. Here they put both winter and summer, but in here they said regardless of the season. So even though it's summer or winter, it's still hotter than countryside, rural areas. They don't use the word country in the text, they use rural. Last one, experts have failed in the efforts to create heat reflecting concrete and brick. The last part from experts until the night. True, false, or not given?
Not given.
Why, Nam, not given?
Because
Cannot find. Because fail in their effort. This word, I don't think they give any information or clue on this word.
Thank you, Bong Sukun. What do you think? So Nam and Mung Pech said not given. So Bong Sukun and Srah, what do you think?
Not given.
Not given too.
Yeah.
Bong Kun, what do you think?
Not given.
Thank you. So if we look at the last underlined part, they did not mention anything at all about the effort of creating the heat reflecting concrete, so it's not given. So we use all our tips. It's in order. We use the key term, keywords to look at the text and for the answers, and then exact meaning, and each should be, you should have at least one of the options. Right now, go to question 4 and 8. This one, they no longer underline the text for you. I think you might need to screenshot this and look at the question on your other device because you have to read the text as well. Maybe screenshot or take a picture of this so you can look at the questions. But first thing first,
question number 3.3, right?
Yes, 3.3,
4 to 8.
So do you still need to read the underline part or no? To
Oh, this one they
complete,
let us to underline, right? Underline the
there's no
final
underline,
text.
yes. So
Yes.
from question 4 to 8, should you still read the underlined part in the text earlier? Or just
No need.
continue reading? Very good. No need, since the questions are in order, you can skip the top part. Just continue reading after the underlined part. All right, have you finished taking picture or screenshot so I can scroll to the text for you to see?
Yes, I finished.
Okay, Nam, done?
Yeah.
On? Sukun?
Not yet screenshot, teacher.
Please screenshot so you can see the reading text on the top.
I don't know to screenshot on the tablet.
It's an Android tablet, right?
Yes.
Oh, you have another account to join the Zoom, right? So maybe you can like look at that account.
I send you one more on the phone. Yeah, I can screenshot.
Okay, you can look at the account then. All right, let's look at the text right now. Okay. So use our tips earlier. Questions are in order. True sentences should have the exact meaning. False, opposite meaning, and blah, blah, blah. We've talked about the tips already earlier.
Sorry không ạ?
All right, almost time. Don't forget to follow our tips we discussed earlier. Synonyms, and they should be on the same line if they are two synonyms in the same questions. And earlier, our tips was to complete the exact same words from the text. Do not change anything. And be careful of your spelling and the instruction. Look carefully. And let me know when you want to scroll down so you can see the further article.
This is the end of the text, or it still have another part?
Here, won't scroll down. That's
But this one is all right.
yes, that's all. It's just a short one. We don't want to find the long one. All right, let's check the synonyms together. So the first synonyms that they give us is the word digging. Okay, digging.
Excavating.
Which one, Mom? What's the synonym?
Excavating, right?
Yes, very good. The word digging is excavating. And you can find that in paragraph number.
First one, number
third paragraph.
Third, if you count the italic one, subheading. If you take out the subheading, it's
source of fertile. This one.
here, Norway.
Norway has been excavated.
Very good. Excavating. Previous ancient objects. Previous. So the word previous should be before the word digging, right? Previous that they have found before the excavation. So ancient objects are they mentioned the word previous, which means that happened before the excavation or the digging or excavating.
Some engravement date, right? So far as per us.
No.
100,000 years ago.
Dates back.
So I said previous should happen before excavation in the text as well. So excavating, you can find the second paragraph, line 2 from Norway. So
Back to Middle Age stone.
It should be in the first paragraph somewhere, since they mentioned the word previous before that, before the excavation, they have found blah blah blah.
7,000. So 75,000.
Okay, so which word means the word
Previous.
which word in the text means objects one? Objects.
Deposit.
No, deposit like deposit money.
Artifact.
Yes, artifacts. Very good. The word artifacts means ancient objects. Artifacts. Here, this line. Because they mentioned excavating and then they said previous ancient objects. So you should go back to the top and look for that synonym, previous, so artifacts. Okay. The next word is a range of additional range. The recent findings is the clue. Recent finding, we should go past the excavation. So where is it? What does the word range mean?
Mixture, no range. Additional included in the mode.
Mixture is not range. Mixture is a mixture. You combine many things together. Range means like in order, a lot of options.
Golden.
What?
Yellow. From the word ranging from golden yellow and light yellow. Brown.
We want to find synonym right now.
Yeah.
Synonym. And if you say ranging, it's the same word. It's not synonym. Recent studies, not anything in the past. The range synonym here is array here. Array of. This line. Paragraph number 3. Make from an array of materials. Yes. So range is array. Last one, new basic prehistory conclusion. So you know conclusion, where is it? The last paragraph. So what does the word new basic mean?
Earliest known. The earliest known of pigment, right?
No. We know basic. Humans. In prehistoric times, humans. In prehistoric time and humans. No basic. So it's a conclusion from our scientist. It should be in his quote, but not the last paragraph. It's a conclusion of our scientist. So where can you find a quote from the scientist? Scientists earlier are like Hans Schildwood and his team, right?
Elementary knowledge.
Yes, very good. And had an elementary knowledge. Good. So we have the synonym. How can you get the answer? So in the first section, first question, I'm sorry, began. So what can be the answer? Number or noun or verb of what? Part speech.
Number.
Oh,
Number.
very good. Number. So the date digging began?
1992.
1992.
Excellent. 1992, right here, excavating. Since, here, they use the name again, paraphrasing. Number 2, but first thing first, how many words can you put in a blank?
No more than one word.
No more than one word and or a number. Remember this? So you can put one word plus a number or just a number. All right, ancient objects, previous. So the word previous means before 1992. So you go to the top of the paragraph and check the answer. So what are the answers?
Artifacts, right? Artifacts such as bead, bone tools, and ochre in carving.
Okay, but what are the answers? Remember, one
should
guess,
be
only one word.
so it should be no again, please. Bead,
Beats.
tool.
Beat as a name, beat.
Yes, with us.
Beats, okay. What option? Two more.
Tools, right?
Tools
and engravings.
Engravings. Nice.
Engraving.
You cannot put bone tool because you only put one word. So because you only can put one word in a blank, you cannot say bone tools. Just tools is enough. Make sure you check your spelling and your S or ES. Recent finding. Let me enlarge this. A mixture containing substance called blah, 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 used to provide color. Provide color. What things give color? One word, so it's only one item. So we're up to 1992 here. So read further from 1992. That's how you should do it.
Golden, yellow, brown, rich.
One word, remember? It's golden yellow, but what is the thing that produces that color?
Ochre.
Ochre, very good. Ochre. Here they put ochre is the term used to describe blah 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 blah. So ochre, nice, very good name. Next, a range of additional. We know where a range means an array of. An array of what? Yes, materials. Very easy right here. And last one, in previous historic times, humans knew basic, so had an elementary knowledge of
Chemistry.
Very good. So that's how you complete table completion. I'll upload this to my class, don't worry, and here's the answer key. So back to our slides. Let's finish the slides first. So here we've got the tips, and I also include some strategies that you can apply as well here. So first thing first, you need to read the instructions carefully, how many words you can use to complete the blanks. And the layout, if it's like in flowchart or in table completion or in summary completion, look carefully as well. And you quickly read through sentences, blah, 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 skim the text, and get the synonym, stuff like that. All right, so any questions? That's what we study for today. I'll upload this to my class as well, don't worry. We also have some in my class, but it's everything, all kinds of reading questions, it's there. But this one is a summary. Musukun, are you okay?
Yes.
Are we too fast?
No, it's good.
It's good. Nam, are you okay?
Yeah.
Good. But
Yeah, it's okay, but it's just only a start, I think.
it's the
But I
beginning.
remember this is only the first, I think it's the task, the reading test, this one is the
Yes,
first task.
the
They have
first task.
second and third.
Exactly.
And the first is very difficult. Really.
Well, you gotta like be careful because, you know, like you said, first task is easy, but it's already hard to you, to us, actually, all of us. And here's the extra practice. This kind of question, we call that also completion, but it's a flow chart. So flow chart is slightly different from what we did earlier, another completion as well. I'll upload this. This is what you're supposed to practice for the weekend. Cool. With answer key I said, but no, I'll take the answer key out before I upload this. All right, any questions for this one? You have to do the quiz today as well. No, internet like mad. So she had to go, I think. Any problem? Any questions so far? So far, so good. Any questions before we start the quiz?
No.
No, very good, thank you. So remember, you need to do the checklist before you complete anything. Check the instruction carefully. What does true mean? What does false mean? And not given what it means. And the tips here from our videos. So look for the keywords or guiding words and check for the in the text. And make sure the words has the exact same meanings as the one in the text. And the questions are always in order, but you need to look out for distractors like adverbs of frequency or the word or the verb mostly that means different. And here are some strategies you will see soon. And for form completion, some tips are to read the questions and identify the power speech of the words that you need to complete in the blanks, where it's noun, adjective, or something like that. And then look for the keywords, actually synonyms or paraphrase of the keywords in the questions. And look for in the passage. Sometimes questions might not be in order, and be very careful with the instructions, how many words you can fill in the blank, and your spelling is very important. If you have wrong spelling, it means wrong answers. So here are the techniques or strategies that you can try as well. Any questions? If not, we'll proceed to your quiz. There are two articles or two texts if you have no questions for now.
The quiz is in
The quiz that we do is in my class. Well, please go to my class. I'll walk you through. The quiz is below the video you watch before coming to class, and below that is the slide of the tips as well, but it's everything. We did not take anything out.
Quiz is lesson 6 quiz, right?
Hang on, to avoid giving you the wrong answer, let me go together. Quiz is in lesson 2 here. Here, click on it.
List 2.
You will see a video that you watched already. And here is the reading tips. But it's everything combined together. You might always use this, but I'll upload the summarize as well. And here's the quiz. Same thing, put your name, your email, and then start the quiz. Okay, we have time limits and you get your answer immediately. You know where to go now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can pause now first, it's fine. For the next session, we'll study listening. I want you to, let me share screen again. By this weekend, by Sunday, the longest, I'll upload everything about the listening technique and stuff before. So please make sure before coming to class next session on Monday, you have done the same thing, like watch the video in our My Class. And so when you come, we can just discuss here. All right, any question before we end today's session?
No.
No, okay, enjoy your weekend and I'll upload the practice in our My Class and I'll text you through Telegram when we have the practice ready for you. All right. So enjoy your weekend. I need to go and text classes to do the quiz as well. I'll see you on Monday. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye. See you.
See you.
See you.